It looks like I have a temperature right now, but I'm sleeping. And I don't know what the fuck happened last night, but somebody got their head cut off by one of our presidents that hasn't been here in a long time. And who it was a white woman. Who the fuck would do that? Some guy from Japan came down to America because they're trying to figure out this fucking mosaic language. And some girl got her head cut off with an X-Acto blade because they had to do surgery on her. They cut her head all the way off to do surgery, a heart surgery. And how they cut her head off was all the way half her throat to the half her spine. And then they completely dropped her head all the way sideways with all the veins hanging and everything. What a surgery that was. How the fuck is that even true? Because it says they tasted her blood like a vampire. And then they truly kept her alive. Let's just put it that way. What a surgery that fucking turned out to be. To do heart surgery because she had a massive contagion. And that means a contusion in German. And contagion means absolute problem. So it just came out of me. What a fucking problem this country is, because everything I'm going to tell you, you're not going to understand it. You're going to say, what the fuck? I'm not joking. And everybody just knows it's true. Because I keep telling you words. This is not a joke now. What they mean, like, because there's so many fucking answers, yo. Everybody, there's so many answers to Mosaic. There's so many answers to Russian and Dutch and German. There's so many answers. Like, if I say a bird's nest in Mosaic, it's Lazy Zeus. And Lazy Zeus just got up off his fucking bed. You see what I'm saying now? And Lazy Zeus. No way. Yeah, way, dude. You're talking to a guy named Zeus right now. Zeus is fucking smart. Zeus is a water god that truthfully carries a trident too. And I'm getting them mixed up, these two gods, my father and Zeus. That's another name for King Neptune, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and Caesar. Those are all my name. Don't fuck with me. We got the power of 100 million soldiers on my side. Because, yep, 100 million soldiers just dropped fucking dead. 100 million of them? Where was this? You already know. I can't go anywhere else. It was in the North Korean, Vietnamese fucking world wars. And there was like 4 wars. And somewhere around 100 million people fucking dropped dead. Because they're fighting for land. They're fighting for properties. They're fighting for truth. They're fighting for sacrifice. And I'm not joking you. I threw a big number at you, $100 million. Are you serious? I just pulled $100 million out of my Warner Brothers studio, deep vaults. And I said, deep vault means you buck and Mosaic. And take my money out of my fucking account and start giving North Korea some of my money. I'm not joking you. I try to be truthful with people and everything, and I'm just a normal young kid. I'm a normal young child. But then my volume turns up and I start this and all the rest of that, and nobody's going to understand anything. And I can't believe it because I'm talking Red Tip Rasta and I'm talking Zeus, and I'm not joking you. Who the fuck is going to understand Zeus, Red Tip Rasta? First off, Zeus is a god. It's not a language. I just called it a language. Zeus is a water god. And let me tell you something about that. I was going to say sticky. Yeah, real sticky and spiny. That trident he carries. And he'll poke a 3-head trident, 4-head trident, and a 12-head trident. That's a majesty through another god. Why will I poke myself? I don't know, but it's a lot better than shooting up drugs. I haven't figured it out yet. I just figured it out. Because I don't shoot up drugs. That's why I'll poke myself. Shooting up drugs is going right into the Vienso Sensei Zeus. And that's 4 for Boar. I just said in Mosaic, you shoot up in your arms and the alarm with the chicken's alarm is going off and your heart's just going to blow up when you shoot that stuff. So I truly said the chicken's alarm is going off in Mosaic. Like I said, anything I say in Mosaic, I'm going to say one more thing and that's it. My muscu musco. And I just said, forever my living legend. You keep the truth deep in your safe. My vaults are packed full of cash. And that meant take my fucking money out for North Korea and start giving soldiers money. Because you're not going to believe what they did for our country. Nothing you can believe. They laid down and died for us. The president of North Korea keeps coming over to our country going, who is this kid? Now, he is a weird fucking president. Okay, he's got kids that have so much power. And I'm sorry to tell you, I don't know them the way I should. Because they are the biggest snipers in this fucking country. And right now they got a bomb loaded on me. Holy God. A bombshell. Full of poop. And that's Donald Trump. Oh, shit. He's loaded. He's got so much money, he needs to take a shower. He's got Blue Diamond soaps. I'm not joking. I wish I had a blue diamond, so I'd go shower myself. I'm not gonna sit here and make fun of them too much, because look at myself. I won't even hop in the shower. I mean, what are we all scared to take a shower? Now, talking about North Korea, them soldiers, this is not a joke. They laid down for our country. Laid down. And they laid down ammunition to our country. That means they gave our country ammunition to fight a world war even against them. I'm not joking. And they sat down at the very end of that world war eating lobster and steaks together with the few that were alive. There was a couple soldiers that put a flag pole with a 20-foot high flag of the United States of America up on the top of about 50,000 dead soldiers from North Korea and South Korea. Only about 50,000. That's a lot of dead soldiers. And once they hung that flag, they were all fucking killed. And they were killing some Moscow. Kill 'em a Moscow. And I said it 2 and 3 different ways. And that means number 23. 23. Michael Jordan was reading about North Korea and South Korea's World War before. Follow my drift. And he was wondering why also. And he was reading about it before. And he learned something real quick. Don't even worry about it. It was just a messy war. My soldiers went to fucking North Korea and cleaned up all the dead bodies and had a professional burial. There was over 100,000 caskets. Where was this at? Because there was one big giant pine box that all their bodies went in. And you could have fit 100,000 caskets, body caskets in there. Literally. Now, why did I say there was 100,000 caskets and now there was only one big pine box? Because it's easier to put everybody in a big pine box instead of fucking 100,000 different caskets. It's very sad. That's World War's history right there. One of the wars was a Vietnamese war called Serengeti. Serengeti. And that was a true deep secret name. Not Serengeti. Across the Serengeti's the plains, I'm sorry. It was Serengeti. And Serengeti. Geton. And in China and Japan, the Getan are razors. Razors on metal rods and stuff. It looked like Japan and China went into North Korea with fucking katanas. Okay? It looked like 100 million soldiers went in there with katanas and fucking... I'm not joking you. That's what ammunition will do to a human body. Now, where did they all go? They went to dormancy in heaven. That's the only place they went to. So don't ever be scared to fight a world war in this country. It's going to hurt very bad. and it's going to put a big, big fucking egg on your head because Donald Trump is so smart that he's getting back involved with North Korea and he's about to go back to World War. Oh my God, the whole story flips. Oh my God. The rabbit don't mean it. No, the truth really is, yeah, the whole story flips. Now there's over 100 million white German soldiers dead now. They put them in the pine box. Holy shit. That was the whole main point of this fucking conversation, everybody. Donald Trump. It was the Vietnamese War. That you're going into the stickiest, most dense, underground, true living legend. Moscow Palace of the smartest, strongest soldiers in the world that I love with all my heart and soul. They've got one nuclear warhead right now. And this is live news that will blow up our entire country from Savannah, North Carolina, all the way to Los Angeles, California. One nuclear warhead. And how you actually set it off is you actually have to drive it a certain way. You have to drive it. You truly have to drive it in the ground like a drill bit. That's one of the smaller ones. And the bigger one, you can drop it out of an airplane. They're saying, this motherfucker, you could set it off any which way now. Any which way them soldiers were running. And they needed freedom. That's what I need in this country. I need freedom. And I know black and white and everything. Listen, I know it gets to me, but I created black. And it's always been like a tough fucking fight. I'm not saying anything that's what it's going to look like. I'm saying that's what it's not going to look like. So the whole story flips a certain way where what the fuck is going on? Now a bucket of white paint is not going to get poured over a black house right now. Because you need about 20 gallons more to cover the black. And when you cover the darkness and the truth behind a country, it needs to come to the light that there still is a flag standing in North Korea and South Korea that truly resembles who we are. Who we are Bibles and dictionaries to that country. They learn so much from us. And I'm not even thinking if I would ever even go to World War with them. How nasty it was. They said they took out over 80 million soldiers in a matter of it was a couple months. 80 million soldiers in a couple months. You can subtract that by a couple million. I'm sorry, I'm not exact. But being exact, like exacto, I was exacto wrong about that answer. I got to come down just a couple million. That really, I'm going way too high for North Korea. No, I'm not. Are you serious? Yep, it blew up even bigger than that. It's more people than that. That's the cool thing about me. You're not going to know until I truly tell you the truth. It blew up even more than that 80 million. I'm not joking. I'm not even going there. Now, more than 80 million people, somebody's in trouble because it was all white Germans now. Over all the period of time that has ever been in North Korea and South Korea, it's now over like 80 million people. And they got everything over there. I mean, I'm not talking about weapons no more. Let's talk about what they did. Let me tell you something. What they did, they buried these people pleased, and I'm telling you, they really, truthfully, they buried white German soldiers in North Korea and South Korea. They buried them there. They truly did. How many? The number is like way, way up there. I know exactly what the number is. It's a lot of people. There was more than one war. There was like 6 wars. Way more than that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And when you get so smart, right, you just have to back down to show your power. And that's what I have to do. Is back down to show my power right now because my soldiers are wondering what to do. That everything that I even think of now, I can't even do it because I'm on a mega channel talking to everybody across the country and seas. I'm telling them how to fucking go to world war against us. That's the easiest fucking thing he's ever even seen. Donald Trump's dropping atom bombs out in Africa, Afghanistan. There's certain places of the desert. And the truth of that is his own way, way, way too close a personal business. Yep. He's felt the heat off an atom bomb before. Yes, he has. He's felt a light bulb. That's what it feels like when you drop an atom bomb. It gets so hot that you just fry. And there's a light there that's too bright. You can't even, it'll burn your retinas out as soon as it blows up. An atom bomb, man, it'll burn everything up. You kidding me? And that's what sand is, everybody. Everything in the world burned up. Seriously, that's the only way I can completely end this whole conversation. That everything all in the center of the earth is molten hot lava. And molten means hot cinder. And hot cinder means hot coals. And it's simple, everybody. And the simple thing about it is that it's not easy to understand how many fucking people are gone. Did I really bring them back yet? No, I haven't. I will someday. That's my promise. I'm going to bring them back a certain way. In spirit, in the flesh, in so many different other ways. I'm going to bring them back. At different times, in different ways. Different shapes, forms, even different faces, everything. I mean, it's weird. It goes so far that, like I was saying, that the burned up sand, it turns to glass. You can turn it into anything. And I'm trying to figure out how to tell you, truthfully, where that just went was North Korea's got rockets going off. And I've seen that before live. But I don't know what's going on. These rockets aren't small rockets, everybody. These are atom bomb rockets going off. And some of the rockets where they land and explode, you can't even go there for the rest of eternity. And there's holes in the ground everywhere where there's, yep, it's called magnesium iron piscuskis and mosaic. The most poisonous, venomous landfall or land explosion, mine explosion. And why does it got to keep meaning more and meaning more and meaning more? Because mosaic is a weird language. And I hope North Korea doesn't get this message, but no, I just don't. Because it's going to remind them of all the sad truth of what they did to our country. But they did it like 7 times in a row. It means stay out of North Korea and South Korea. Do not go to World War with them. They've got a mecca underground. I'm not joking you. And it's all underground, loaded, full of Uzis. And I'm talking about grenades with colors on them like they were dipped in paints and all that. You don't even know how to set off any of this. And guess what? A rocket just went right out of somebody's hand like that. A little ball rocket. And that's all you're doing is holding a little ball. And a rocket goes off. They got stuff that's so advanced now. You pull a pin and a rocket shoots out of your hand. That's cool. I like that. I wish, I could see some of these things they got. Because there's so much that's a secret to me. I have to use my brain and my heart to be able to tell you really truthfully what's going on. Because you just won't show me in real life. So I got to think it out and sniff it out. And I'm not joking you. A dog tree bomb. Poor dog just blew up. A dog in North Korea just blew up. And that was just a mafia family that did that. There was something about a small little doggy fight. And then they fed a dog a bomb. And the dog was choking. And they blew a dog to pieces. So the truth is that they're not going to even bury the dog or anything. Where that dog's going to go, it's go to heaven. I'm going to take its soul to heaven. Everything has a different soul, and that's the way I want it to be. I don't want everybody in the world, when you die, have the same soul, and everybody goes into one. Guess what? That's kind of the way it works. Everybody in the world has the same soul, and that's the biggest truth I've ever told you. Your soul is the same as my soul. I'm not lying. When I die and you die, we all die and we go together. And everybody's saying, no, you're not bringing us into that North Korea and South Korea. And I said Northern, and I messed up. And that was mosaic. Yup, it means up northern and northern. Mosaic is a weird language. It goes back to when the Chinese and the Japanese and the North Koreans and the South Koreans used to catch piranhas and eat them. And how they did that was actually, truthfully, by jumping in the water and having piranhas bite on their body, and actually they pulled the fish off them, bleeding. And one guy had his guts hanging out. I'm not joking you. And piranhas won't stop eating. They won't. A piranha means a vicious fish. You run into the piranhas out there, the North Korean and South Korean piranhas, I'm not joking you. And they're not playing around either. That's what happened to us in what Vietnamese War. And let me tell you something, we didn't even last a couple months. It wasn't even like that. We hid in a jungle and they came out of their Mecca and we turned into pieces. Pieces of Jesus. I mean, there's a lot of pain there. I mean, truthfully. So what I'm going to do is take everybody to heaven, and they've already gone there. And I just brought back 100 soldiers out of that many. And you can times 100 times 100 now. I've brought them back. Seriously, I brought them back to earth in the flesh. How did I do that? It's very, very difficult to completely even say anything about that. It's the deepest secret in the world how that happens. Because, truthfully, they have to. We live for Jesus and through Jesus. And it's weird, man, because I feel like I'm raising like robots now that I have so much power. You know, I'm bringing back fucking people from the dead. I'm really, really controlling the Abguta Gata and the Ablingita and the Ablinguta Gita Ablingata. I'm sorry, that was just repeating myself right there. And that was 6 different parts of the brain I just said that I control. I don't want to feel like I'm controlling robots because I'll commit suicide. And I know I'll never ever do that. I'll never ever commit that. This is one soldier right here that will go all the way around North Korea and South Korea. Jesus. Going into them is committing suicide. Do you see how fast I back that out? I'm not going there and fighting them World War. So the cool thing is, who are these guys? They're the smartest, yep, most beautiful, intelligent,